Bueno, hola amigos, estamos acá nada más y nada menos con el queridísimo Temuera Morrison.
Sí.
Django Fett.
Django Fett.
How are you?
Muy bien, gracias. Muy bien. Nice to be here in Buenos Aires.
Are you being properly received here?
Oh, more than I was anticipated. The people are very nice, mucho bueno. It was nice to be invited to Buenos Aires. It's my first time here, and I am looking forward to tasting some good Argentinian steak and some nice vino. Malbec. So the All Blacks were here not so long ago from New Zealand. So I still live in New Zealand. So I'm a big fan of the Pumas, Los Pumas, a good rugby team. And I was a big fan of a guy called Hugo Porta, who used to play for Pumas a long, long time ago. But I used to watch him when I was growing up. Very good. So it's nice to be here. I've never been here before, but the people are very warm, very warm. And I guess I am blessed that I was in Star Wars, and Star Wars is the only movie that allows me to travel,
to live the experience.
20 years later, you know what I mean? We filmed Star Wars a long time ago, and here I am, it is still alive. And with the new Star Wars coming out, like Episode 7, Episode 8, it's put a lot of more interest in the old Star Wars. You know, of course, people are, mum and dad are watching Star Wars, the new Star Wars, and their kids are watching the new Star Wars, but then they can go back and watch the old Star Wars. So we're getting new life, you know what I mean? New life from these new ones. So, but as I'm going to say, I'm blessed that George put me in Attack of the Clones, and as I said, it's nice to meet the fans, and being Django Fett and I was cloned. So you have all these 501s, the clone army, all around the world. So like I come to Buenos Aires this week. Next month I go to Vienna to meet some more fans. And in December I go to Ecuador to meet some more 501s. So only Star Wars allows me to do that. So I am very blessed. And again, I think I like the climate here. The food is nice. The people are very nice. And I'm learning some Spanish.
You're practicing your Spanish?
Sí. Soy de Nueva Zelanda. Omelette con verduras. Omelette con verduras. Sin queso. Very good. Very good. Vino tinto.
That's very important.
Yes, very good.
Vino tinto y asado.
Yes, asado. What's that one? The steak, asado. Yeah. Okay, I better write that one next. Very good. Asado. That's a steak, asado.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Were you a great fan of Star Wars?
No, not initially. 1977, the first movie came out, long time ago. I was just leaving school. So I think I was looking at the girls, not so much the movies, but I'd heard about it, and of course Star Wars was everywhere, but I wasn't like a big, obsessed fan with all the interest and all that. I just said, but it wasn't until I had the experience of meeting the casting agent. I did a movie called Once Were Warriors out of New Zealand. It was called Once Were Warriors, and I think that was the movie that a number of producers around the world had seen. And I got to meet the casting agent, and we didn't have to say, we didn't have to audition or do a test. It was just we just had a talk. And then a few months later, I got the phone call to ask if I wanted to be Django Fett. So I didn't really know too much about Django, but they said it's Boba Fett's dad and all of that, so I had to watch a few of the episodes to
make some research.
Yeah, do some research, and then someone was saying, "Hey, Boba Fett, he's the bounty hunter," So you hear things. Oh, then you find out he was very popular, the bounty hunter. Then I'm watching the movies, episode 4, but he was only in it for a little bit. But yeah, and then I got to meet George, because we filmed Star Wars in Sydney. And because we live in New Zealand, it was obvious convenient for George to hire Australians, New Zealand, because we were right there in Australia. So yeah, so it was just a wonderful experience to go through it and work with George, and obviously when you get to a movie set on Star Wars, it's big, you know. It's like the big hall with blue screen everywhere, green, blue screen, and it's just the scale of everything was just big. Because you know, in New Zealand we only make pretty small productions, so to work on something like Star Wars way back in the year 2000, it was just big, you know. You could just say, wow, whoa, wow.
Shocking experience.
Yeah, it was just so. You just knew it was going to be, you know, it's part of this big movie. Big. It was a big deal. So I was just. We had a lot of fun too, you know. Tried to have a little bit of fun while filming, and I got to work with George Lucas. He still wears that checkered shirt and blue jeans.
Like a team.
Yeah. It was very nice. Very. The good thing about George too, he tried to make us all, because I was a bit nervous because everything was so big, you know. And my first scene on Star Wars was with Obi-Wan Kenobi when he come to visit the army. So it was my first scene. So I was a little bit shaky, you know. Just had to try and relax quickly, and work with Ewan McGregor. So I enjoyed the experience. I just remember being quite nervous on that first day. I wish I wasn't just a little bit more relaxed, but that's what you get. It's like going on your first job, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And what do you think about your main character, about Jango Fett?
Jango Fett, well, I tried to, he was tough, no nonsense. And I was a big Clint Eastwood fan when I was growing up. Cowboys, you know Cowboys, the movie, Josie Wales and the good, bad, and the ugly. So I was like a big fan of Clint Eastwood. So he was kind of like a Dirty Harry character in space. You know that scene in Dirty Harry where you go, hey, look at me, punk. How many bullets have I fired? You know, it was kind of that kind of thing where he sort of, you don't know how to take this guy, Jango. You know, he's quite mysterious. You know, he didn't do too much. He just kept to himself. Didn't say too much. I didn't enjoy the part when he lost his head. That wasn't very nice, that part. But other than that, it was you know, very, you know, with the jetpack and so sometimes it's quite childlike. Sometimes it's like being a big kid, you know, when you've got all these toys to play. So
you feel like powerful.
Yeah, like powerful. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was just one of those things where you find out you find out from the fans and all the research that hey, the Jango Fett comes from this Mandalorian kind of, you know, what you got on your hat there, that symbol of the Mandalorian, and he comes from that background and trained by the elite warriors of these things. So having all of that, again, I really, if I was to do it again, say, I'd do a few things a bit different, you know. It's just that, just the look, I would have made him a little bit more sharper features, you know.
A more like aggressive look.
Yeah, I would have had him a shorter haircut, and maybe I could have had a few more scenes with Zam, the other female, my girlfriend.
Yeah, she's kind of your girlfriend in the movie.
Yeah, there wasn't enough love scenes with her. They focused on those other two people.
She's a shape changer.
Yeah.
You know that. Yes. That could be complicated.
And the slave one, you know, my ship, was good to work, and even though you're filming like this and they put it all on the computer. But I got to work with my son, a guy called Daniel Logan. We had a lot of fun together. Daniel Logan, Boba Fett plays Boba Fett, so he was just a little boy. So we had a lot of fun, you know, just filming. And he had so much energy too, Daniel Logan. He's just a young boy, but it was all like, he's so funny too. It's just good. So we had to try and keep him calm, you know, because he's always just moving around. But
while trying to keep yourself calm.
Yeah, keep him calm. But
okay, just one more question.
Yes,
do you think Jango Fett is a winner or is a loser?
Well, obviously he's a winner.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. Even though he got his head chopped off. It's a tough question. But he lives on through Boba Fett. He lives on through the clones. So that's why I say he must be a winner, because his life force is still alive, is still around through the clones and through Boba. So maybe one day in the future they might make a Boba Fett movie where everything's focused on the bounty hunters.
That would be so exciting.
You know, like the Rogue One and Jedi Return. Maybe there's a bounty hunter, and maybe I can get a cameo.
It's really strange.
You should look like me.
Yo, you have to be there.
Boba Fett, I should be there somewhere.
You know,
But in this other movie, the guy took their helmet off. I was going, what the? Who is that guy in my outfit? They should have known. No one called me, so.
you missed the call.
Yes, I missed the call. I got to get over it. But hey, they're fantastic, and I think with the new Star Wars, what's happening is creating more interest in the old ones now. So, so hey, at least I still.
It's like a series.
Yeah. So I think Django is a winner, not a loser. Why you as loser? I don't get the joke. Is there some joke star losers?
No one here thinks that Django is a loser. No one here, not you, no one here. No one here.
Muy bien.
Okay, I must admit that it's really strange to hear your voice without the armor and without being on the screen.
Oh, thank you.
It's an honor for me to talk to you, and I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, man. All good. Muchas gracias. You can hear my voice on the new Star Wars Battlefront 2. I just did the voice for Boba Fett on that too. So look forward to that. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.
My little girl, that's my boy, and that's my brother's daughter. ¿Se quieren poner con él?